Last week, guys, I was test driving a Turbo Civic off of Craigslist, and today we are going to be test driving the Maserati GranTurismo Sport. Alright guys, right over here we have the GranTurismo Sport. This is a 2016 model given to me by a good friend of mine. I'm going to be reviewing this car really quickly for you guys as I don't have much time with the vehicle. First glance, guys, if you don't know what a Maserati is, it is an Italian manufacturer. A lot of people are talking crap about Maserati because it doesn't compete with the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis as far as styling or sport. But in all honesty, to me, this car has the looks of an exotic car. It is a GranTurismo Sport, and what that means is GranTurismo means it's usually a two-door car and it's meant for luxurious long drives. It's a sports car with luxury, and they cannot be any more right because the car does have a unique body line, very aggressive, and it's got nice contrasting colors on it: white, black, red calipers. It's got some accents here on the grille, and it's got some more accents right over here. Now, one of my favorite things about this car is the grille. How cool is that, man? I always remembered this when I was growing up to be like a gang sign. I think if you gang members know what sign this would be, I think it would be like King Love, Kings or something like that. That's what it reminds me of. So it's like a gang mobile right there. One of the unique things about this car is it shares something with Ferrari, and we're gonna get into that in a little bit. But the car is sitting currently on 20-inch wheels. It has two 45, 35, 20-inch rims in the front. The brake calipers here, I read online, they are 6-piston calipers. They still have a steel brake rotor. It kind of looks like a two-piece, but it really is a one-piece. Slick design, trying to cut some money right there, but it still looks very good. The rear, going around here, we're running a 285/35 20-inch tire, and these wheels look pretty darn good. They're not too bad. The brakes over here, I'm guessing they're 4 pistons, again steel, and this one is a complete one-piece brake rotor. Going around, we got a beautiful duck lid spoiler, full carbon fiber. Only way to go on a car like this. And moving on down, the exhaust tip, which are single tips, these things are valved, so there is a switch that when you click sport, it does have flaps and they open up, and it sounds pretty dang good. Nice carbon fiber. You don't see too much carbon fiber on the exhaust tips. There's also carbon fiber right here on the mirrors. There's carbon fiber right over here on the lower side skirt panel. Sorry guys, this car is dirty. There was no time to wash it, but there's also carbon fiber right over here on the lower piece of the grille. Very nice stands, very aggressive, very wide, as you can see. And you know what they say about thick thighs, the thicker the better. All right, so enough talking about the car's exterior. You guys can clearly see what's going on here. Oh, let's look at this. Look at the diffuser, also carbon fiber, very nice. You know, every sports car needs a diffuser. Carbon fiber handlebars. as well. So there's a lot of carbon fiber. There's a lot of carbon fiber going on, but let's check out the inside. This is where the money and the magic happens, guys. The color combination here pops as soon as you open the doors. Just look at that beautiful, beautiful seats. Again, I love this logo. Suede Alcantara with leather, red stitching throughout the whole car, and the black stitching right here on the Alcantara. This thing feels good. The seats feel bucket. Let's hop inside. All right, this is what you're gonna be seeing in the cockpit. This is probably what you're gonna be seeing in the rear view mirror, because this car is pretty dang quick. There's carbon fiber all over the steering wheel. The handles are accessory painted red. I'm not sure if this is a factory spec or this was repainted by owner, but overall, the inside, as you can see, the seats are freaking gorgeous. Now, a lot of people talk about this car and say how outdated it is with the technology, and jumping in here, first glance, I gotta agree. Overall, the car is looking good from outside. Once you hop inside, it still feels good, but guys, this looks like an old school Mercedes from 2000. This is a 2016 model. These buttons, how this is, and if I turn this on later, guys, you'll see this whole screen is green. Some of the gauges are green, and it just looks like an old school Ford Focus gauge cluster. Not the best, but again, you're probably not buying this car for the tech, because it's so well known on the internet that this car isn't the best for that. But the seats are great, man. Seats are a big plus. It does feel a little tight in the cabin here, especially if you put down your windscreen visor. You got about a 2-inch view right over here. You got about 2 inches that you can see while driving. So if you're tall, this is not the car for you. But let's go ahead, since this is a short review, let's just pop the hood right here, and we're gonna show you what makes this car very unique. This is probably the selling point of this vehicle. All right, and she lives, guys. This right here, wow, look at all that space right here. If you get in the front of an accident with this car, that engine is gonna be definitely secured. But this is a 4.7 liter V8 naturally aspirated motor, built by none other than Ferrari. Yes, you guys heard me right. This engine belongs in a Ferrari, and they slapped it on a Maserati. This is why this car is unique. Although this is not a Ferrari by no means, it still has an aggressive look. It still has the qualities of an exotic car, and this engine just solidifies that. So this car, let me look up my specs real quick. You know what? I'll tell you guys the specs once we start driving this vehicle. We'll do some quick trips around here, and I got some roads around this tight city that we're gonna try to. We're gonna do some. How you doing? I'm just making a video real quick. Is that okay?
You're not gonna be long.
Maybe like another 10 minutes, and then we'll be out of here.
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah, we're not doing nothing crazy.
Yeah. What kind of car is that?
So this is a Maserati. It's an Italian car.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Okay.
All right. You want a test drive, man? I'll give you a spin in it.
No.
Yeah, it's got a nice V8 inside, man. It's actually the engine is. I was just telling them it's from a Ferrari. So they got a Ferrari engine in here. Beautiful day for one of these, man, I'll tell you.
How much they run?
I think, how much they run?
How much they run? 100, about anywhere from 125 to 175. Yeah, it's a little expensive, but it's worth it.
Hey,
I couldn't even afford.
Hey, man, I can't afford it either, man.
That's why he's recording it, right?
We need some of that tape around it, so they don't park around this car. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm gonna go sit over here in the bleachers.
You're on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, this car is a beautiful V8 engine. It sounds nasty and it's got a lot of power, but we'll discuss that once we get inside the vehicle and once we start taking it for a spin. I'll discuss the engine specifications. But this car, cool thing is it's got a 49 51 weight distribution. So as a Mazda Miata is 50-50, this is not too bad actually. It's really close to spec. And homeboy right there, security, was pretty cool about it. And yeah, we're not in trouble. We're not going to jail in this video like all the videos, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's hop inside before it starts getting dark, and we'll make some pulls. Guys, and speaking about old technology, man, this thing has a key and a keyhole, man. Some people might like that, but for this day and age, it's kind of outdated. All right, we're gonna bring these windows down just a little bit so you guys can hear this Ferrari roar. Now, before we start heading out, I just want to give you guys some specs about the motor. That's the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I don't remember all these specs when I'm doing so many of these car reviews, man. It's just one car after the other. It's hard to remember. But again, this is a Ferrari built motor. It's a 4.7 liter, 454 horsepower at a maximum at 7,000 RPMs, and we're running about 384 pound-feet of torque at 4,750 RPM. So pretty much the power band is more towards the top end of the car. 186 miles per hour is the top speed, and 0 to 62 are the specifications. They don't have a 0 to 60. It is about 4.8 seconds. The car is pretty heavy, weighing in around 4,150 pounds. Again, Brembo brakes, you need that to stop all that power. I don't think this has any traction control, but we will turn the traction control off. We do have it off right now. We have it in sport mode, and we're gonna go on manual mode right now. And that's about it. The car is gonna run you guys about 130 to 150,000, depending on how you spec it, what options you want. But that's that. Those are the specs. Again, this is the GranTurismo Sport, and that security guy is gone, so we're gonna do a little first gear launch here. Definitely picking up fairly quick. Probably the most action I had all year. But let's go to find some of these roads that I scouted out earlier today during a little test drive, because that's where we're gonna do some pulls for you guys. And right there, that pull I just did was a brake stand pull. The cool thing is, this is all new to me. This is my first time driving this car, but a lot of these newer cars that are tech savvy, right? Once you step on the brake and the gas, forget it, man. The computer shut everything down. You can't even do a launch. You can't even do a burnout. Nothing. So let's do a quick pull.
Are you gonna you're gonna be doing a bunch of burnouts?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drive hard. I want to drive hard. Yeah.
What the hell? You gonna mess up the tires?
I'm not gonna do a burnout anymore. I promise. All right. So here we're gonna do a first gear pull right here. The car shifts by itself. Oh wait, this time I was not in manual mode, I was in drive. But it seems like my passenger is not wearing their seatbelt, so we're gonna put that seatbelt on first, and this annoying clicking is gonna go away, and we're gonna, we're gonna try this one more time. Go in here. This is a nice spot too, eh? I feel like Italia right here. First gear, it'll spin through those 285 tires. But they do a good job. It's not too dramatic. You can keep it under control. Now we're gonna make sure we're in the sport mode or manual mode. Oh, completely missed that exit. Completely missed that exit. The seats, even though they look amazing, I do not feel too much bolstering. I mean, it's definitely, remember, it's a GranTurismo, meaning it's supposed to be comfortable for the long touring roads.
You can bolster. You have to position it the way you want it.
Where?
It's over here.
No. back, forth.
No, and that it's for your back? What are you talking
No,
about?
these things. I see the back support. It pushes your back out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm talking about these
Oh,
side
no,
things.
you can't.
Yeah. So the seats, even though they look amazing, guys, there is a lack of support on the lats over here and the legs. The reason they probably did that is, again, this is a GranTurismo Sport. This is meant for long rides, for long journeys, and to be comfortable. So being in a car that has really big bucket seats for an extended period of time is gonna get to you over time. But listen to this. I just love the power delivery of a V8 engine and the sound of this engine. So predictable, and it's got a linear power band too. Oh look, another Maserati.
Where?
To my left.
An old woman driving. She don't know how to ride.
Alright guys, we are in first gear. We're gonna do a first gear pull. How fast we were going, because all I just saw was the sun rays in my eyes. I didn't even see the road. I just kept going because it was telling me to go. But it moves. It really moves. And you can smell that 93 octane burning through like nothing. Good thing we take it up right before this this interview here. And the rear end's gonna get a little sideways on you if you take it on a turn, which is the best part of driving a rear-wheel drive vehicle. And this vehicle, I might add, does have a limited slip differential, as any rear sports car should. This thing it's so much fun. So much fun. First and second gear here is like, it's just too much foreplay for me. Honestly, sometimes I just gotta kick it back into drive and 10 and 3 position, because sometimes I can't control myself. I'm having so much fun. I love it. Man, I gotta get me a real car. You guys need to subscribe to my channel so we can get more subscribers and money, because we definitely need a project car for the channel, guys. Alright guys, the test drive is almost over. We're having too much fun because I know it's gonna be a short test drive, so that's why I'm enjoying every second of it. Pulling out into this open forest preserve. I'm gonna be the first one on the light, and you know what that means, man. Sport mode. Hey. Righty now, guys. We are the first ones on the stop,
You're
on the
gonna
red
terrify
light.
this man. You're gonna give him a heart attack.
I gotta see what's gonna happen. First, I gotta observe for cops. You know, we gotta look for cops, man. We can't get a ticket because that's gonna have to go on the budget for the business. It's a tax business expense. You know, everything's a business expense. But beautiful day today, man. I actually sold my one of my set of wheels. I sold the RDX wheels, the 19-inch wheels, man. Picked it up for $350, flipped it for $650, and so far it's been a great day, man. Chi-Town, Midwest. First time we're having decent weather over here. And there's a BMW M6 or M5 right in my mirror. But I think that's a beauty too, man. But I think it's yet, because that felt like we were going to Mars. Woo! Man, that just roasted the tires right off first gear, man. God damn.
Fuck up my tires, buying me a whole new set. Greg.
This thing can get you in trouble real quick. I'm honestly a little shaken up after that pull because, man, my Honda, let me explain. My Honda Civic, it takes about 30 seconds to hit this speed that I just hit in about 10. So my brain can process what's going on when I do that in my Honda Civic. But when it happens in 10 seconds, you don't have time to realize what's going on. Man, I love this car. The power is there. The power is definitely there. The front end and the look of the car is definitely there. It's got that performance look. The interior looks good. I wish the seats were a little bit more bucket, and I wish the car had a little bit more tech. This whole cluster is kind of outdated. I know I believe the 2018s updated the center console with a way bigger screen, so that looks much better. But overall, guys, these cars are depreciating fairly quickly, so if you're interested, you can probably pick one of these cars up at a decent price. If you're gonna buy a Ferrari, don't buy a Ferrari, just buy this.
Don't pull off because the cops are over there.
Oh no, that's it. I'm not doing
I would say do it. But
No, that's it. Big shout out, guys, to one of my friends, one of my good friends that hooked it up with this vehicle. They are supporting the channel, and it's been a great experience. And life is all about experiences. This channel, like I said, man, we were just test driving Honda Civics and budget cars for about $3,000, and we're in a car that's worth more than my life insurance policy. Alright, guys, so don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content. If anybody's interested about me doing a car review, there's gonna be an email below. Just send me an email. I'll be happy to do it for you. Cars, modified, stock, doesn't matter to me, guys. I love them all. Peace.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true.